In this video we will discuss the multidimensional effect of inflation on both at macro and micro level. It redistributes income, distorts relative price, destabilizes employment, tax, saving and investment policy, and finally it may bring in recession and depression in an economy. 1. Effect of inflation on creditors and debtors. Inflation means prices rise and money loses value. A creditor lends money today but gets it back later when money can buy less goods. So, the creditor loses in real terms. A debtor repays the loan with less valuable money, so the debtor gains. Hence we can say inflation helps borrowers and hurts lenders. Opposite situation, deflation, money becomes more valuable. Lenders, or creditors, gain, borrowers, or debtors, lose. 2. Effect of inflation on lending. Inflation means prices are rising and money is losing value. Banks give loans at a fixed interest rate, nominal rate. When inflation increases, the real cost of the loan becomes cheaper. So, people and businesses want to borrow more. This creates pressure on lending institutions due to higher credit demand. If banks do not immediately increase nominal interest rates, lending expands, which can further fuel inflation. Hence we can say that when inflation rises, the real cost of borrowing falls if the nominal interest rate is unchanged and lending institution feel pressure. Real interest rate equals nominal interest rate, inflation. 3. Effect of inflation on aggregate demand. Rising inflation generally indicate excess aggregate demand over supply. Hence aggregate demand increases, which encourages producers to expand output in the short run. 4. Effect of inflation on investment. Investment in an economy is boosted by the inflation, in short run, because of two reasons. A. High inflation too with higher demand, entrepreneurs expand their level of production. B. High inflation too lowers the cost of loan, pressure on lender not on borrower. 5. Effect of inflation on income. Inflation affects income of individuals and firms also. In short run, to increase in inflation, increase in nominal value of income, but real value of income remain same, hence purchasing power decreases. On long run, to wages and incomes may adjust upward, hence income level increase, that is nominal value of income going up. The concept of GDP deflator gives the idea of inflation effect on income over a given period. In next slide we will understand the GDP deflator, an important indicator used to measure inflation in an economy. Now, let us understand the GDP deflator, an important indicator used to measure inflation in an economy. GDP deflator. It is a comprehensive measure of inflation that reflects price changes in all goods and services produced in an economy. This is the ratio of the GDP at current prices to that of the constant prices as given in below formula. GDP deflator equals GDP at current prices, GDP at constant prices, x 100. This shows the increase in the value of GDP due to increase in inflation in between the period, base year, the year of constant prices, and the current year. This is why it is used as a measure of inflation, also known as implicit price deflator. Though countries use inflation indices, like CPI, WPI in India, to measure inflation, these indices are not able to capture all goods and services produced by them. In the case of India, WPI measures inflation of goods, CPI measures only those goods and services which households purchase for consumption, such as food, clothing, health, education, etc., and misses several other goods and services, such as intermediate goods, services required by firms, etc. Since the deflator covers the entire range of goods and services produced in the economy, it is seen as a more comprehensive measure of inflation. Thank you for watching this video. In next video we will discuss effect of inflation on other dimension of economy.